Welcome to the Raw Spotlight Podcast, a series where we share our perspective on leadership, entrepreneurship, and the ever-evolving world of digital marketing. I'm Emily Au, co-founder of Ready Artwork, joined by my business partner, Victor Huynh. Let's get started with the show. Hi, Victor. So this topic is coming up more and more with our clients, and I want to make sure we bring this to our listeners' attention as well. So for someone who's deeply embedded in digital strategy and SEO, and it's important as of today, especially in the AI-driven search and content, right? For professionals to keep their LinkedIn profile updated, why is it so important? What role does a professional profile play in visibility, authority, and even in SEO, or now we call it AI SEO?
Yeah, I mean, this is a great topic, and we talk about it all the time, especially in the B2B world, right? I think it applies to almost every industry or every sector, but I think a lot more so in the B2B. Like when we talk about LinkedIn, we have a lot of clients that have been around for a long time, maybe a little bit more conservative when it comes to social media. They don't want their digital footprint out there. But what we talk about a lot is how important it is to not only have a LinkedIn profile, but also keeping it updated. And why do we want that, right? Because the elephant in the room is that AI is here and it's impacting search, right? But even without that, I think there are other benefits other than AI, like how people would cross-reference if it's a real business or not, before they actually reach out to you. They want to maybe connect and see what your latest posts are. It's just another avenue for people to kind of understand, are you a real person and what is your company about, right? So LinkedIn is great for the non-AI people, but really for where the internet is going and search behavior is going, having a active LinkedIn profile is really valuable because AI search is a growing trend. For most of our clients, you see like a 45-degree growth in that chart, right? Even then that number is still small. Month over month, quarter over quarter, it's growing really, really fast. And eventually it's going to catch up, right? It's not about if it's going to happen. It's just a matter of when, based on how everything's going. Even Google understands that and sees the writing on the wall. So they're pushing, their platforms, and, you're almost forced to do AI searches, even on a regular search with their now AI overview, right? That's not a true AI deep dive, but it has a lot of AI components in it, right? It's basically a more evolved version of the featured snippet. If those of you that are aware of SEO, featured snippet. So, so why is it important? So one of the big things that we've been hearing about in the industry is this concept called EEAT, or EAT for short. So it stands for experience, expertise, authoritativeness. That's a tongue twister, right? Authoritativeness and trustworthiness, right? EEAT.
Yep.
And so in a quick summary, what does that mean? Like, is the content you're putting out there valuable and have authority, right? And here's the other thing a lot of people don't realize, that the internet as a whole is getting flooded with AI content, both good and bad, right? Not to say, I'm not here to kind of scare everyone that's saying AI content's bad, but there's a lot of junk being dumped and pumped into the internet.
Yes, at a really quick rate.
Right. So it's more important than ever for these platforms and algorithms to differentiate what is real and good quality content and versus what is fake content or what is low quality content. So they look for this ranking factor or this concept of EEAT, right? So if a piece of content that's putting out on the internet is published by someone that is a verified human being, that's number one, they're not a bot. Number two, the quality of content and the interactions will help them verify that this is a real person. You're posting up real content, your thoughts, and people, your peers are interacting and commenting and sharing and liking, right?
Mhm.
So that's one way for us to combat this internet, this world that's getting pumped full of like just bad AI content, right?
Right.
So that's the other big piece, right? It's why do we want to have good content? So number one, for the greater good of knowledge base of humanity.
Mhm.
And the byproduct is that you'll get rewarded,
Mhm. Right.
right? So as the algorithms look through the content and they go, hey, this is put together by someone that knows what they're talking about in the industry, then you will get rewarded. So not only in traditional Google and SEO search, but in the LLMs like ChatGPT, Perplexity, all these other platforms that are now vying to drive valuable content.
Mhm.
Um, while we still have time here today, I know, I could touch a little bit on AI traffic because that's a big hot topic and not everyone's kind of up to date on it.
Mhm.
But, for many, many years, SEO, Google search was based on short tail and long tail keywords. So
Yeah.
when you're talking about long tail keywords, right, you might you might say, you know, I'm searching for sunglasses.
Mhm.
That's a short tail or a big keyword,
Mhm.
but I'm looking for black sunglasses. That's a two
Mhm.
word, or I'm looking for polarized black sunglasses. That's a three
Mhm.
word phrase. That's
Right.
considered what a long tail keyword is, right?
Right.
So currently in post AI, the searches are now at 25 keywords, the phrases. So people are saying things like, "Hey, I'm a 40-year-old male
Mhm.
living in blah blah city,
Right.
and I'm looking for sunglasses that are polarized that can help with my cataract issue."
Mhm.
Right? And now the LLMs are going out there and go, okay, well, let me cross-reference all the articles that mention this
Right.
area, the glasses and cataracts and all these stuff. And then it's going to come back and it's going to present you with these are the 10 different options that you have, you know, and then you're going to go in and you're going to go, okay, well, that's too much information. Well, which ones are the best ones? My price point is $300 or $200, whatever it is, right? And then they'll go, okay, well, here, based on what you're looking for, these are the top three.
Right. And you might even explain to the AI platforms your activity level.
Right.
Yeah. And
So exactly, you're having conversations like you're talking to a salesperson in the store, right?
right.
And so by the time a lot of people are like, "Oh, thanks. Thanks for this information. I'm done. Close it." It never turns into traffic. And that's the majority of people, right? But for that small percentage of people that actually click into this is Ray-Ban. So if they click into Ray-Bans, right? The chances of them actually purchasing it's going to be a lot higher than someone that searched Google for black sunglasses, like
Mhm.
polarized black sunglasses. The behavior would be that I have 10 options per page. I'm going to click into each one and see which one. I might read a blog or two and figure out, okay, so start forming an opinion, but that is a much longer process, right? And they might click into your website, look around, and if the UI is not good or the content's not good, it doesn't connect correctly, then
Mhm.
they're going to leave, right? The bounce rate.
Right.
So a conservative rule of thumb, and this is being super conservative, is that a click from Google search traditional versus a click from LLMs, the LLMs are four times as valuable. They're four
Mhm.
times as likely to take action,
Right.
right? So although that number is small now, but as it grows, right, it's going to be a lot more valuable, especially for our B2B example in a previous video, right, where one lead can be 300 million, it could be worth $300 million.
Mhm.
You don't really care for a massive number of traffic. You're caring for people that are very engaged, very high quality, right?
Right. Their
So
intent is different.
yeah,
Because traditionally, as a user, a Google search user, you might search for something. You could click on the first three listed items on the search results page.
right.
You'll let it load and you'll look at it for a few seconds and
Hmm.
you might close out the ones that you're no longer interested in and just stay on the one that may pique your interest. But versus
Hmm.
with the AI search, you're already a few Q&A in already, question and
Right.
answer in.
Right.
And by the time you actually click on a link, you're probably 5, 10, 20 Q&A in, and you're pretty invested in that topic. And
Right.
for you to actually click on a link, you're very interested in
Right.
actual
Right.
URL that it's presenting and suggesting to you.
I like to say they've already formed an
Yes.
opinion about your brand, whether you like it or not.
Yes.
So that's why having a LinkedIn profile is important. That's the first step of many, right? To tell the LLMs that you're a real person, that what you're saying matters. So that without, I mean, I could talk about this forever, right? For our clients, we doing AI SEO, we try to aim for like 10% of what Google traffic they have, right? And that's already a really, really high marker. It might not sound like a lot,
Mm-hmm.
but if a website's generating like 5,000 clicks a month, we try to hit 500 in LLM traffic. But that's equivalent. You remember what we were saying, the 4x, 500, if you 4x that, that's equivalent to 2,000 clicks. So if you're doing 5,000 and you're getting 500, that's equivalent to almost like 2,000 more, so 7,000 clicks, right? That's huge when you start putting it into that context.
Mm-hmm.
But chances are the conversion rates and the quality of traffic is going to be a lot higher. So just overall, something to think about why it's important and why we brought this topic up, because it's something small that you guys can all start, right? Set up your account, dust off your old account. I know a lot of people that have old LinkedIn accounts that they've never touched for like 10 years, right? Dust them off, start posting, start doing a lot of things. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you, Victor, for sharing your insight and strategy on LinkedIn profile and how it helps with SEO and AI SEO. Appreciate you sharing that with me again, as well as our listeners. And to our listeners, if you have a LinkedIn profile or don't have one yet, make sure you set that up and update it accordingly. And for anyone else that's interested in learning more, please visit readyourwork.com or schedule a discovery call with us. Thanks for tuning in to the Raw Spotlight, and until next time, thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thanks for listening to the Raw Spotlight podcast. We'll see you again next time. And be sure to click subscribe to get future episodes.